Bethany Toledo has worked in the field of developmental disabilities for over 20 years. Throughout her career, she's developed a strong passion for supporting DSPs to develop the skills and knowledge they needed to be successful in supporting people with disabilities. This passion led her to volunteer with the Ohio Alliance of Direct Support Professionals, where she became their first full-time executive director. Bethany and her team have developed a wide variety of nationally recognized and award-winning programs and resources for DSPs and frontline supervisors in Ohio. Bethany's experience has led her to provide support and consultation in stakeholder groups outside of Ohio to build strong support networks of DSPs and replicate successful and sustainable models of credentialing and leadership development. Please help me in welcoming Bethany to the stage.
Thank you. How many people have ever seen the show The Price is Right?
Yeah.
There was recently a direct support professional that was called down the aisle on The Price is Right. When Drew Carey asked what he did for a living, the young man proudly exclaimed that he was a direct support professional. Drew Carey asked him what a DSP was. The man tried to explain 3 different times before giving up. The role of a DSP is complex. It is unlike any other job and virtually unknown to the general public. It is hard to explain, which makes it even harder to recruit for. It is not simply a caretaking job. To complicate matters, turnover and retention are ongoing challenges to providing quality services and supports that people with disabilities deserve. The direct support professional turnover rate is on average of 50% nationally, and it is often the result of inadequate training, support, and low pay. Over the years, we have made great strides in supporting people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. But in the process, DSPs have been left behind to carry out these advanced supports and practices with very little support themselves. And as the shift from congregate care to home and family-based services continues, direct support professionals will continue to take on ever greater responsibility and accountability. DSPs spend a lot of time with the people they support, which gives them a unique lens into their lives. In many ways, DSPs are interdisciplinary professionals with a wide scope of practice. That is to say that their job duties resemble the aspects of many, and I repeat, many different professions. The independent nature of the DSP profession requires, significant skill, judgment, independent problem solving, and decision making. The amount of time DSPs spend with the people they support make their work different than the roles of anyone else in their lives. Direct support professionals are often isolated and may not have coworkers, supervisors, or other medical professionals on site to turn to for assistance or guidance. Like teachers, DSPs develop and implement effective strategies to teach new skills. Like nurses, DSPs dispense medications, administer treatments, document care, and communicate with medical professionals. Like various allied health professionals, DSPs assess needs, implement specific treatment plans, and document progress. Like social workers, DSPs connect people to community resources and benefits. And like counselors, DSPs listen, reflect, and offer suggestions. In totality, this makes up the DSP scope of practice. The following is an excerpt from the preamble of the National Alliance of Direct Support Professionals Code of Ethics. And I quote, "It must be the mission of the direct support professional to honor the individual path suggested by the unique gifts, preferences, and needs of each person they support. DSPs walk in partnership with the person and those who are significant to them toward a life of opportunity, well-being, freedom, and contribution. While other professional groups, such as doctors, nurses, service coordinators, and social workers, are directed by a defined criteria, the DSP is directed by the person they support. Therefore, the DSP must exemplify ethical practice, high standards, and creative vision as they partner with those they support in order to engage in their community and make everyday choices about their personal finances, physical well-being, social and intimate relationships, and employment. The entire landscape of a person's life can change through ethical and intentional direct support services. The knowledge and skills of the community support practice must be joined with ethical principles to create the environment needed to fully support people in making life choices. To do so effectively, we must recognize DSPs as professionals who have values, skills, and knowledge that constitute a unique and important profession, and who can infuse those beliefs into practice. Furthermore, there must be a commitment to hiring, developing, and supporting DSPs to create a healthy sense of their own worth and potential. End quote. As indicated in this excerpt, the responsibilities of direct support professionals are immense and unique to each person supported. Again, as a field, we have come so far in supporting people with disabilities through empowering choice and providing opportunities for people to live their lives on their own terms. This philosophy is echoed throughout the United States, from the Center for Medicaid Services to state departments of developmental disabilities and providers large and small. However, the weight of putting this philosophy into practice on a daily basis falls onto the shoulders of direct support professionals. The Ohio Alliance of Direct Support Professionals believes that in order to address the workforce crisis and truly have a recognized profession, experience and advanced training must be tied to increased wages, just as it is for every other profession. Most recently, Ohio became the first state to implement a longevity and competency-based add-on through the Medicaid waiver reimbursement system. I am proud to say that DSPs that have been able to take advantage of this opportunity are asking what's next. They want to learn more so they can better support people, and they want to earn higher wages so they can support their own families. Plans are currently underway to propose an expansion of this add-on to carve out a true career path that includes incremental pay increases tied to training and competency demonstration, including the ability for DSPs to earn specializations. We will not be able to build this structure alone. It is going to take the support of providers, DSPs, the Ohio Department of Developmental Disabilities, people receiving services, their families, along with the legislator. If you are a DSP and have not done so already, please stop by the white tent and pick up your DSP Scope of Practice wristband. I hope you wear it proudly and use it as a reminder and a tool when talking to people about just how complex and different the work is that you do. For those of you in the audience that are not a DSP, I encourage you to take some time to speak with a DSP today. Learn what they love about their job and let them know that you appreciate the complex work they do. Thank you for coming out to show your support today and for allowing me to say a few words.